What's up, YouTube? And welcome back to a new episode of what I have deemed Arcs and Minis with the Comic Jabroni, where we look at story arcs and mini-series that range anywhere between 3 and 6 issues. This is episode 3 of this new series, weekly, episodic. It's going to be dropping on Fridays. Last week, if you checked it out, you know that we went over Nightwing. And this week, if you stayed until the end of that video, you know that we are going over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Secret History of the Foot Clan. Now, as you guys very well may know, I am a huge Ninja Turtles fan. I'm a kid of the 80s. I grew up watching the Ninja Turtles on top of every other cartoon that was out during the 80s, which is probably the golden age of Saturday morning cartoons. Secret History of the Foot Clan, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a 4-part miniseries, and it is a must-read for Ninja Turtles fans. If you guys have been following up with this IDW run that the Turtles have been on, this story right here really gives you more of an understanding of what's going on and why are the Turtles and why is Shredder the way that they are. Well, this story gives you a breakdown of the history of the Foot Clan. It was written and published in 2012 by IDW. Writer and the artist are both the same. It is Mateus Santolouco, Brazilian artist. I hope I'm saying his name right. But to me, this is the foremost drawer or artist on Ninja Turtles. Obviously, Eastman and Laird, they did their thing back in the 80s, and you can still find a lot of Eastman's covers out when the Turtles come out every month. But Santolouco, man, if you read from issue 1 all the way up until 93, anytime that Mateus Santolouco is doing artwork on Turtles, you can definitely tell the difference, man. This guy's artwork on Turtles is outstanding. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Secret History of the Foot Clan. Like I said, 4-issue miniseries. There is number 1. Here is number 2. Issue number 3. And the last one, issue number 4. So on top of there being just regular A covers for this, there are also incentive variants and B covers. I'm going to post some of those up right here and right here. They're using with IDW. What IDW likes to do is they'll do their A cover, they'll do a B cover, and then they do a 1 in 10 incentive variant. Some of your local comic shops might sell those at regular price like mine does, or they might bump the price up to 1 in 10. I myself am a fan of just the A covers on these. I've looked up the other covers. I'm going to put issue number 1 back out up front. So where do we go from here? If you've ever wondered why, maybe how is Shredder part of this Foot Clan from back in the feudal Japan era, and how is he a part of New York City's Foot Clan now? This story right here gives you that history. It is broken up into 2 different parts. You get modern day New York City with Shredder and Karai, his granddaughter, looking for this professor, and I'll get more into that later. And then you get a history of the Foot Clan during feudal Japan and their foundation, their founder, how Orokusaki, who is the Shredder, how he came to be the leader of this clan, Hamato Yoshi, who is the Splinter. What is his dealing with in the Foot Clan? How is he a part of this history? Starts off Takeshi Tatsuo, who is like the greatest living swordsman of the feudal Japan era, and how he came up to be the leader of the Foot Clan, or back then the Yu clan, Y-U-U. He takes out the leader, and he becomes then the Jonin, Jonin of the clan, right? The leader of the clan. In these, you get some first appearances. You get a first appearance of Kitsune, who is a witch, and she is the reason that the Shredder has this immortality or this reincarnation and is able to come back later on in life. And she's using the green ooze that we know that created the Ninja Turtles. In modern day, we have a professor by the name of Dr. Miller. He is doing research into this history of the Foot Clan, who he doesn't realize that the Foot Clan is thriving and alive in modern day New York City. He believes it to be just folklore and stories in this book that he had found. And the name of that book is the Ashi no Himitsu, which is just a journal diary of the Foot Clan. It is the history of the Foot Clan. Talks about black magic in there, talks about reincarnation, just gives you an overview of what the Foot Clan was. So issue number 1 talks about, right, the feudal Japan era Foot Clan, going into how Orokusaki is created and how he is the reincarnation of the Takeshi Tatsuo. Issue 2 goes a little bit forward in time, and we still have Orokusaki and Hamato Yoshi. Now they are in the Foot Clan. They're older. They're about teenage years. And we find out that Orokusaki is actually the reincarnation and the spirit in his body. He has the spirit of Takeshi Tatsuo. Issue 3, going forward a little bit more, Orokusaki is figuring out that, you know, his life is really a lie, and he is this great swordsman that was ruler of the Foot Clan before. In the present time, we get that Dr. Miller, who is approached by the Shredder and by Karai on diving deeper into the secret history of the Foot Clan, because they want to know what is the secrets of immortality. Right now, Shredder was reincarnated, but he still is not immortal. So they want Dr. Miller to find out through using this journal, this book, The Secret History of the Foot Clan, what is that secret to immortality. There's a lot of fight scenes, awesome fight scenes. I'm going to be putting up pictures of what the inside and the artwork looks like, but you get a ton. In every single issue, you have some awesome fight scenes between the Foot Clan, Karai, the Shredder, Splinter, the Turtles, Casey Jones. Absolutely love it. So the Turtles and Shredder, they're both trying to get to Dr. Miller. Obviously, the Turtles know that Shredder's up to no good, as he usually is, right? So they're trying to save Dr. Miller. There's a twist ending, figuring out how did Kitsune, who is this witch who is siding with the Shredder and the Foot Clan, how is she able to bring these people back to life? Now, one of the big things, and I've talked about it before, Ninja Turtles, the main series, is getting up to issue 100, and I believe, in my head, they're going to bring Shredder back. They're going to reincarnate him, and I believe that it's going to be coming out of this book. The secrets and how they're bringing him back is out of here, because we find out in this series that book, the Turtles end up getting that book, and they're looking through it, and Michelangelo points out that there are pages missing. There is whole sections missing from this book. So I believe that Kitsune, that witch, she has that book in her, or those pages in her possession, and that's how she's going to be bringing back the Shredder. Right after this series dropped, the main series Turtles goes into City Fall, which is an awesome storyline where Leo kind of gets brainwashed and becomes the Chunin to the Shredder. So if you're looking for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stories, definitely look into this one and look into the next story arc that follows this in the main series called City Fall. Now, story-wise, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Absolutely love it. This is what I wanted out of the Foot Clan. I wanted to know what the history was, because anytime you watch the cartoons or anything like that, it's just Shredder's in charge of the Foot Clan, but you never really know anything about it. Artwork, 4 out of 5 as well. I would give it a 5 out of 5, but I definitely don't want to seem like a homer. But I absolutely love the artwork in this. Each turtle is represented in a different way. They're 4 brothers, but the youngest one, right, is Michelangelo. The oldest one is Leo, but you could tell that Raphael has a different demeanor and a different look than Leo does. Absolutely love that. The fight scenes are so engaging. The color work is just amazing to me. So 4 out of 5 on the artwork. Spec value. So spec value to me on this, you really got to be a Turtles fan for it. But I would say a 2 to 2.5 out of 5 on the spec value. You do get the first appearance of Kitsune, like I said. You get the first appearance of Takeshi Tatsuo, who was the greatest swordsman to ever live during feudal Japan and the eventual ruler of the Foot Clan. So 2.5, 2 to 2.5. Now, where can you find this? On eBay, you can find these. I was just on there and I looked. Issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. I found them for $30 all combined. Or you can go on there and piece them together. And I found every issue anywhere between $4 up to $8, $10. The price differs a little bit when you're looking at the 1 in 20 or 1 in 10s, the retailer incentives, the B cover. Those can range anywhere from $10 to $20. But in my opinion, I believe that the A covers are the best covers. I know there are retailer incentives that are done by Kevin Eastman that are connecting covers, which are really nice. I don't have them in my possession, but A covers, guys, that's the one to go with. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Secret History of the Foot Clan, guys, I got to give it a thumbs up. Absolutely love it. So, until next time, guys, take it easy. Peace. What starts as a simple investigation into a lower Manhattan robbery takes the Amazing Spider-Man on a journey across the globe and into a web of international espionage and murder. He's probing into the Life Foundation, an organization the Wall Crawler knows all too well. The Doomsday Profiteers always play for keeps, as Paladin and Spidey find out the hard way. Join us next time on Arcs and Minis with the Comic Jabroni.